Recently, I watched a video that came from a YouTuber called Hamza. It was called Reject Degeneracy, Embrace God. He talked a lot about random hookups and how it affected his life in a negative way. And I couldn't help but think about myself and my past as being a boy. He used an analogy with sticky tape, and the sticky tape represents you attaching yourself to someone and then detaching, finding another partner, another sexual partner. Over time, that sticky tape just does not stick as it once did. And that really got through to me. It really made me think about my past as a boy and doing degenerate things. It really made me think about what sort of purpose that was providing for me. And I came to the conclusion that those hookups gave me absolutely nothing. Now, being in control of my urges, I only see cons when it comes to random hookups. For one, you don't know where the other person's been. You don't know if they have diseases. You don't know if they're on contraceptive. You don't know if they're crazy and they're gonna try to have a child with you. There's so many things that can go wrong. And that's one thing that dudes really don't think about, because I get it. You know, when you're all horned up, you're thinking with your brain downstairs, you're not thinking with your brain up here, and things happen. As things in my life have gotten more and more serious, I take a lot more things into consideration and I think about things a whole lot more. Now I see that it is completely pointless. And you'll hear all these red pill people talking about how dudes need to get their body count up and they need to fuck every single thing that moves. I think that's great. You gain some experience of what you actually need to do in the bedroom, but it doesn't just apply to women, it applies to men. You need to be extremely skeptical of who you let into your life sexually. I came to the conclusion that I don't want to live that life. I don't want to do these degenerate things anymore. And when I started to think like that and I started to implement that into my life, I feel like I just leveled up and became a better person. Everything in my life has just became better. I feel better, I sleep better. I have less shit going through my head, less anxiety, and I have more time to focus on myself and trying to become the person I need to be. If you really think about all the time that you waste, let's say it's a work night, you've got a bedtime of 10 o'clock and you're en route to go to bed at 10 o'clock, but then some girl hits you up and you think, oh, this is an opportunity to have sex. You start messaging, you start trying to get her over, it's 10, it's 11, 11:30, 12, you get her over and you sleep with her. And then you do what you gotta do, you enjoy yourself for the moment, and then you think, fuck, it's 3 hours past my bedtime. All I did was bust a nut and I'm in the same position I was in. I'm gonna have a shit day. I'm not gonna win tomorrow. And I just gave part of myself away to some random person that I've only known for 20 minutes. And when you think like that, you think about what those 3 hours could do for you if you didn't decide to sleep with that person. You could have had a great night's sleep. You know, you get up early, you go to the gym, you do what you have to do. Instead, you're gonna sleep in, you're gonna be groggy, you're gonna walk into work feeling like shit. So what did you think this was? Did you think that this was a potential partner? Did you think this was gonna go somewhere? When you start to become very selective about who you let into your life and who you don't let into your life, who you associate with, who you form connections with, you automatically level up. And it seems wishy-washy, but at the end of the day, you're only gonna manifest a higher caliber of person if you become a better person yourself. Just think about yourself for a minute. The person you are right now generally is going to attract the female equivalent of who you are. In order to attract better, you need to become better. You need to become a higher caliber person. I've noticed this a lot in my life. As I've slowly leveled up, I've slowly been able to attract higher caliber people into my life, more positive influences, whether that be an intimate relationship or just a good friendship. Both are very important for your self-development and it helps you continue to grow as a person. You need to hold yourself to a higher standard. You need to think about what you're doing when you let someone in. You need to think about the consequences. I don't care if you're 16 years old or you're 35 years old. You need to think of the consequences of your actions. You need to think, is this supporting you in any way to becoming a better person? Generally, 99% of the time it's not. Put your shirt on, bro, 'cause you got work to do.